New record to this menus.
Hi, it's Dr. Robinson, and today we're going to do quadratic formulas, or at least one, so you can
Live transcript.
of how to do it in Mathkicker.ai. So I have a GIF. Actually, let's find out. Insert tab.
Algebra Math 0046 graphic.
Yep. So we have a graphic here, and as any screen reader user knows, there are often a lot of graphics that are sent to us in order to do the math, and we know they're totally inaccessible to the screen reader. So I'm actually going to hit my applications key. I'm going to go down to copy this, and I'm going to put it through Mathkicker to make it perfect math. Let's go ahead and applications key.
Applications context menu to navigate. Save copy image 3 of 8.
Down arrow to copy image and hit enter.
Enter leaving menus. Algebra Math 0.
I know when I opened Chrome, I opened Mathkicker first, so I can control 1. You can also control tab, but I'm going to control 1.
Control 1. Mathkicker. I Google Chrome.
Okay, I'm going to use the command Alt-V to paste that. If I ever forget a command, I can hit my applications key and, of course, go down to all the other options. I'm going to Alt-V, listen for 2 chimes because that's when we know it is completely translated into our beautiful math. Alt-V.
Alt-V. Paste converted image button to activate. Press space bar. Edit. Type in text.
Okay, so we heard the 2 chimes, and of course, nothing is speaking. If you have a braille display, you can see it on your braille display. If you're an auditory learner, go ahead and just control home, and either way, you're going to hear that you've got your math. Control home.
Top name date.
Great, and down arrow.
Blank. Solving quadratic simple worksheet.
That's what we're going to do.
Blank. Directions. Solve each equation. Blank. 1 graphic x2 graphic minus graphic 8x7 equals 0.
Okay, and I'm just going to hush them up because I want to move right arrow past the number 1 and get right to my math.
1. Right bracket space. X caret 2 minus 8x plus 7 equals 0 period. No description of.
Lovely. We know, and if you've ever watched these before, I'm going to hit F2 to get into my editor.
F2. Modal dialog. To navigate use tab. Expression section. X2 button.
Okay, we know we need our cursor off all the time that we're in here. So if I right arrow and I hear caret 2, I know my cursor popped on. Let's right arrow.
Minus 8x button to activate.
Beautiful.
Press 7 button to equals button to act 0 button to activate. Press space bar.
Lovely.
Chat GPT. Mathkicker. I Google. Expression section 7 equals 0 button to activate. Press space bar.
Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to just go ahead and deal with that constant because that's the easiest thing to do.
Equals 7 button to activate. Press space bar.
Okay, and at that point, I'm going to control right arrow, which will instantaneously move that 7 to the right-hand side of my equals and make it a negative. Control right arrow.
+7. Mathkicker. I document. Mathkicker. I mode.
Okay, I'm going to hush them up each time so I can actually talk. And I'm going to right arrow so you can keep listening to what I'm doing.
-7 button to activate. Press space bar.
So I went to the right of the equals. Sure enough, it did change it to a -7. Let's go ahead and we need to now complete the square on the left-hand side. And to complete the square, we need to take half of the coefficient of x. Let's go find it. Left arrow.
Equals button. -8x button to activate. Press space bar.
And there we are. We need to square it and then this square to both sides of the equation. The coefficient of x is -8, as we just heard. So half of this is -4, and squaring -4 gives us 16. We want to do it to both sides, which is Alt-B. Alt-B.
Alt-B. Enter what you want to apply to both sides. 1. 6.
I'm just typing 16, and that should instantaneously put it on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Enter.
16. Enter. Mathkicker. I document. Mathkicker. I modal dialog.
Okay, I'm actually going to right arrow through the math problem to truly make sure it did.
-8x button. 16 button to activate.
Yep.
Equals -7. 16 button
Beautiful.
to activate. Press space bar.
Well, while I'm on the right-hand side, let's go ahead and just deal with 16 minus 7. So I'm going to select it with spacebar.
Space. 16 selected.
Move to the left.
-7 button to activate.
And
Space.
spacebar.
-7 selected.
I'm going to replace this, Control R, with 9. Control R.
Control R. Replace -7 6 9.
9 and enter.
Enter. Mathkicker. I document. Mathkicker. I modal dialog. Expression section 9.
Okay, so now we need to rewrite the left-hand side as a perfect square. So let's get to the left.
Equals button to 16 button to activate. Press space bar.
Start selecting with spacebar. Space.
Space 16 -8x space -8 x2 button to add space x2 selected.
Okay, we know we need to do Control R to replace that. Control R.
Control R. Replace x2 8x16 with edit. Left parent x dash 4. Right parent.
The power.
Parent. 2.
Okay, and enter.
Enter. Mathkicker. I document. Mathkicker. I modal dialog. Expression set.
Okay, we're moving through this pretty nicely. Now we need to go ahead and take the square root of both sides. Once again, Alt-B. And this time we're going to use the letter R for radical. So Alt-B to both sides.
Alt-B. Enter what you want to apply to both R.
R for radical.
2.
2. Square it. Enter.
R2. Enter. Mathkicker. I document. Mathkicker. I modal dialog. Expression section. Square root of x -4 2 button.
Okay, let's go ahead and just deal with that. Since we're right there, we're going to hit space bar.
Space. Square root of x minus 4
And we
2
want to
selected.
Control R.
Control R. Replace SQRT x4 to x. Dash. 4.
And enter.
Enter. Mathkicker.ai document. Mathkicker.ai modal dialog. X button to activate. Press.
Okay, let's right arrow and listen.
-4 button to activate. Equals button to activate. Press space. Square root of 9 button to activate. Press space bar.
Okay, let's deal with that.
Space. Square root of
Control
9
R.
selected. Control R. Replace SQRT.
Now, we know this needs to be a plus or minus. So backslash
P
EM
PM.
and square root of 9 is
3.
3. And
Enter. Mathkicker.ai document. Mathkicker.ai modal dialog. Expression section. +or -3 button.
okay, we're getting very close. We're almost there to getting X all by itself. Let's left arrow.
Equals button to -4 button to X button to activate. Press space bar.
Okay, let's right arrow to -4.
-4 button to activate. Press space.
Right off the bat, we know we need to move that to the right-hand side. So control right arrow.
-4. Mathkicker.ai document. Mathkicker.ai modal dialog.
Okay, and let's go ahead and right arrow.
+or -3 button to activate. Press space bar.
So we can decide, actually, do we want to do the plus or do we want to do the minus first? I'm going to go ahead and do the plus first, and then I'm going to hit enter, and we're going to insert all this information, and then I'm going to show you how to use your alt equals directly in Mathkicker, just like you do in Word, so we can go ahead and get our other answer of 4 minus 3, which is 1. Let's space bar.
+or -3 selected.
Right arrow.
4 button. Space. 4
bar.
selected.
Once again, we're going to do the plus. We want to do Control R to replace that.
Control R. Replace PM 3 4 with 7.
And enter.
Enter. Mathkicker.ai document. Mathkicker.ai modal dialog. Expression section. 7 button to activate.
7. Let's left arrow and listen.
Equals button. X button to activate. Press space bar.
Beautiful. Okay, we've got our X equals 7. Let's hit enter.
Enter. Main region. Edit. Type in text.
Okay, and up arrow.
Graphic X equals 7 graphic.
Okay, so we're not quite done with that. We still need to put our other answer of
Graphic.
Enter.
Enter.
Okay, we need X equals 1. So here we go. Alt equals.
Alt equals. Enter the expression equation modal dialog. Edit. Blank. Type in text.
Okay, so we had
X
equals, and this time we're going to do
4 underline,
minus
3.
Whoops, I did
3.
dash.
Underline. Dash. 3.
X equals 4 minus 3. Let's go ahead and hit enter.
Enter. Main region. Edit. Type in text. Modal dialog. To navigate. Use tab. X button to activate. Press space bar.
Let's go ahead and solve that. Right arrow.
Equals but 4 button to activate. Press
Select
space bar.
it with space.
4 select. -3
arrow.
button to act space.
Space.
-3 selected.
Okay, we're going to replace that with Control R.
Control R. Replace 4 3 with equals
which
modal
is
1.
And
Enter. Mathkicker.ai document. Mathkicker.ai modal dialog. Expression section. 1 button to activate. Press
Love
space
it.
bar.
Left arrow.
Equals but X button to
We
activate.
got
Press
it.
space bar.
Hit enter.
Enter. Main region. Edit. Type in text.
Okay, and let's go ahead and we're going to go to the top and listen to each section of this. I just want you to up arrow, and I'm going to up arrow so you can listen.
Graphic X equals 1 graphic.
There is our answer. Let's go ahead and Control Home now.
Top. Name date. Blank.
Down arrow to the
Solving
problem.
blank. Direction. Blank. 1 graphic X2 graphic minus graphic 8 X7 equals 0. No
That's what we
description
started
available.
with. So now let's down arrow and listen to all the directions that we went through to get this.
Move 7 to right side and switch the sign to -7. Graphic X2 graphic minus graphic 8X equals -7. Add 16 to both sides. Graphic X2 graphic minus graphic 8X16 equals -7 16. Replace -7 16 with 9. Graphic X2 graphic minus graphic 8X16 equals 9. Replace X2 8X16 with X minus 4 2. Graphic X graphic minus graphic 4 2 equals 9. Note take square root of both sides. Graphic square root of X graphic minus graphic 4 2 equals square root of 9 graphic. Replace SQRT X4 2 with X4.
I will tell you, at any time you can hit your F2 and go even slower through this if you wanted to right arrow through it.
Graphic X4 equals square root of 9 graphic.
And you'll hear it doesn't always read that negative. So if I F2 right
F2
now,
modal dialog to navigate. Use tab. X button to activate.
Right
Press
arrow.
space. -4 but equals but square root of 9
Okay.
button to activate.
so
Press
it's
space
right
bar.
there. Hit escape and get
Escape
out
main region. Edit. Type in text.
and continue to down arrow.
Replace SQRT9 with +or-3.
And of course, it's teaching you the Unicode and LaTeX as you move along also.
Graphic X4 equals graphic +or- graphic 3 graphic. Move -4 to right side and switch the sign to 4. Graphic X equals graphic +or- graphic 3 4 graphic. Replace PM 3 4 with 7. Graphic X equals 7 graphic.
Beautiful.
Blank.
There's a blank. I'm going to get rid of that, so I'm just going to hit delete.
X equals 4-3 graphic.
That's what we love.
Replace 4 3 with 1. Graphic X equals 1 graphic.
Beautiful. Now, if I want to go ahead, let's say I've just finished all of this, I'm going to hit my applications key, and I'm just going to down arrow to show you you can send this work right to your teacher.
Applications.
Key.
Menu to move through items. Press left or right arrow. Open Alt O. Save. Convert image PDF. Alt paste image. Submit work to my teacher. Control Shift S. 6 of 20.
Submit work to my teacher. Control Shift S. You hit enter on that, and of course you type in your teacher's email address, and then you just tab to send, and your teacher is going to get a copy of this work. She can go ahead and make a comment on this.
Return add comment Control
There's
Shift
add
C 8 of 20.
comment and left arrow.
Return work to student Control Shift R 7
Return
of
the
20.
work right back to the student. So the student can keep working in Mathkicker. So if you've missed a problem, you can go ahead and completely change this. So this is Mathkicker.ai, and of course, this is how you can do a quadratic formula, of which there's many ways to solve math in general. But this is how you do it in Mathkicker.ai. So I hope that helped. We'll continue to do more videos on how to just have fun and a great time with math. Okay, hope that helped, and see you on the next video.
Leaving menu Alt Q NVDA enter.